Hey y'all, I'm Frankie. Come along for a joyride to Boxabl. So what is Boxabl? For a long time, Boxabl was like building themselves as affordable housing. They wanted to transform the world and communities. They were sort of like building themselves as a social enterprise. These days, Boxabl is kind of building themselves as a housing factory. Their goal is to build houses every 90 minutes. You know, like a car like a Tesla or a Ford, it's built in 1 minute. So Boxabl wants to do for the housing industry what the car companies have done for the car industry. But when I got involved with Boxabl and became an affiliate, it was building themselves again, like I said, it's like affordable housing. So I'm driving to Boxabl now, and I'm going to talk a little bit about Boxabl and van life and all that good stuff. Hi, Joyriders. Welcome to my big fat Nomad van life. If you're new to this channel, I'm Frankie. I live mostly full-time in my van. I call my mini camper van that I live in Limo, because it's long like a limousine. I enjoy living a simple freedom lifestyle. Living in such a small space, I make great sacrifices. But what I sacrifice in living space, I gain in experiences. Please don't mistake simple for being boring or poor. I'm houseless and zip codeless, and the reason I live simply most of the time is so I can splurge and I don't have to neglect paying bills. We're going to get back to Boxabl in a second, but if you're new to this channel, welcome. I like to talk about road trip traveling, tips to keep your energy in order, and I like to talk about all things van life. I like to talk about how I can afford road trip travel and how you can too, all kinds of stuff. But for now, let's get back to Boxabl, and be sure to stay to the end because I am going to give you a Boxabl tour, and also go ahead and give it likes and thumbs up. Thank you so much. Boxabl's been around since 2017, and I've been with Boxabl, or been an affiliate, for about 2 to 3 years. And again, Boxabl built themselves up as affordable housing, making communities sustainable, and now they've changed their mission. And they're a small startup, even though they've been around since 2017. They're still having growing pains. So I'm going to talk about some of the good about Boxabl, and I'm going to talk about some of the things that don't work anymore. So let's keep going. First, let's talk about how I came and got involved with Boxabl. Well, when I first started van life, I thought van life had to have an end. Like there comes a time when I would make this "Why I Quit Van Life" video, right? And as I started to just be a part of this van life community and just kind of figure it out, I noticed or learned or discovered that van life does not have a blueprint. It does not have a blueprint. So you don't have to be involved with van life for 3 years and then quit or get you a different van. It's however you want to do it. If you want to do van life full time, sometime, only on vacations, only on weekends, only you want a van to live in on their land and pay cheaper rent. Whatever it is you want to do, you can do it. And with that in mind, van life does not have an end. So when I got interested in Boxabl, I was thinking, okay, after van life, I'm going to want a tiny home on some land, maybe going on some land with my family or some other van dwellers, all that kind of stuff, okay? And so when I got started with Boxabl, we were told that Boxabl would cost, when I say we, those who are on the waiting list to get a Boxabl, who put down a $2,500 deposit or whatever deposit, we were told that Boxabl would probably round out to be about $43,000. Of course, you figure this maybe a little bit more, but now they're saying $60,000, and that number is not firm, okay? So from $43,000 to $60,000. We were told maybe 3 to 5 years you would be on a waiting list, but maybe sooner. So let me give y'all some pretty grim statistics. Boxabl has, wait for it, 160,000 people on the waiting list. They've built 400 houses. Their goal is to get to, as I shared earlier, building houses every 90 minutes. That's why they're building themselves as a housing factory, like Ford builds cars every 1 minute and Tesla builds cars every 1 minute. That is their goal. And they're getting parts like to build these houses from all over the world. I went into the factory and it was a lot to like, but it's a lot to be concerned about too. And I'm going to talk about some of them concerns. I'm getting ready to put up here a screenshot of what some of the investors are saying about Boxabl. People getting a little nervous, y'all. I need to back up and share some stuff. So how did Boxabl just explode? How did they go to a waiting list of 160,000 people? Well, we can thank Elon Musk for that. He was like one of their customers, their celebrity customers, and it was supposed to be a secret. But y'all know Elon Musk don't do nothing that's a secret, and so it got out. And so all of us that was waiting before Elon Musk, then it ballooned to 160,000. What else? So in the company, when I get in there, and I didn't show y'all this because I didn't want to I did film in the factory, but I didn't just want to film these people. But y'all, they wear all white. It kind of got this Elizabeth Holmes, no disrespect, because I know they probably gonna watch this video, or they may not, but they was like, don't talk bad about us. But it has this like kind of weird feeling in there because they wear all white. They look nice and they some beautiful looking people, but it's just kind of weird to be in a factory wearing all white, although they are in the office. So let me see what else, y'all. Oh, and Colin, this is a startup. There are different kinds of startups. So they've raised billions. So I wouldn't consider them like a solopreneur like I consider myself. That's a real tiny, that's like pennies compared to their billions. But when they got all these small investors, me and my son included, oh, y'all, wait a minute. Okay, so when they got all these small investors, you thinking like you getting these houses, but you really don't understand what's going on here. Now, do I think they being misleading? No, I do not. What I think happened is the vision was large, and as they started building out, things change. Companies change all the time, right? So either you pivot or you go bankrupt. I do think Boxabl not is in danger of going bankrupt. They're in trouble. They are in trouble. What may save Boxabl, and not save them, because that's not like the banks. You know how the banks the FDI, they just recently got insured. But what may help Boxabl? First of all, Elon Musk need to put up some money. But seriously, what may help them is that the first 100 and something houses, or they sold 144 houses, they got a government contract. So I think these Boxabl units, these prefab houses, are going to have to be for the military or for government workers traveling. That's going to be what they're going to do. If they building themselves as a factory, they kind of rechange it. But it kind of goes against their image, because they got this, oh, we're a tiny home, we're so gorgeous, we so all of that. But then they going into this, they making a house a minute. And it's what's special about a tiny home is that you get to be creative and make your tiny home as special as you want it to be. What I'm not liking so far, it looks gorgeous, but you have to buy the appliances. That's ballooned it from 43,000 to 60,000. Yeah, I'm not using a microphone, so I don't know how this gonna sound. So that's a problem right in itself. Yeah, the appliances are gorgeous, but what if you, like now, I live in a minivan. I don't have a refrigerator or a stove. I can go in my house without a refrigerator or a stove. So what if you don't need that? Then they got this little tiny washer dryer thing, and I'll show y'all that in the video as well. What if you don't want that? What if you just still gonna go to the laundromat for right now? So when they putting all that stuff that's these appliances and all that's adding to the cost. Also, because these are prefab houses, if you're looking for a tiny house that's unique, it kind of may have, be uneven, a solid structure where it couldn't be damaged by fire or floods, which Boxabl's are. That's a plus, that they are so sturdy. But what if you wanted a house that had some character? These prefab houses don't have character, and that's all good. But the cost is not all good. Now I'm going to give y'all a tour But because I kind of went at Boxabl a little bit, I want to say this about Boxabl. So the units are designed to be highly portable and customizable. So that's a good thing, making them an option for those who value mobility and flexibility in their living arrangements. I do, but I think a larger van would be a better option, and I'll talk about that later on some land. They're environmental. They're sustainable for the environment. You reduce your carbon footprint. That's a good thing, because we want to reduce our carbon footprint, or we would. Cost savings. I don't know if they at that cost savings things. I don't know if they can really claim that, because it don't really seem to be cost savings to me. What else they have? Let me see what else I want to say. Wrap up. Well, that's it for now. Let me give y'all a tour, and I'll come back on the back end with some more of my thoughts. Be sure to stay. If y'all couldn't read that screenshot, go to my description tab, because I'll put the screenshot on my description tab, and you'll be able to read it in full, or what some people are saying. Okay, and they have gave some people back their money, but let's go ahead and start the tour, and I'll circle back with any final thoughts. Be sure to stay to the end, because again, I'm gonna be giving y'all some interesting little tour. And I rode in the Tesla, and Elon Musk, he got something to do with everything. Chat GPT, Tesla. Wait, I guess he founded Tesla. Now Boxabl, Twitter. Quit messing with stuff, okay? Let me get back to the tour. Let me start the tour. Oh, but let me show y'all this. When y'all see that little gray kind of like van RV. When I was riding to, there it is right there. Hold on. When I was riding to Boxabl, I rode past this little RV place, van place. They had vans too, and I might circle back to that, or I'll talk more about that in another video. Let's get started with the tour. First, I'm going to start out with the factory tour. We got on a little golf cart and drove around with hard hats inside the factory. And then I'm going to show y'all an actual Boxabl unit. I made a short video showing the Boxabl unit, but I think there's so much more to see, and we're going to stretch out a little bit. So be sure to stay to the end to see that.
Our production goal in this factory is to be able to produce about 3,600 computers a year.
3,600?
Yep, that breaks down to about 10 per day, one every 90 minutes.
Okay.
Our production goal in this factory is to be able to produce about 3,600 computers a year.
3,600?
Yep, that breaks down.
So I thought this Boxabl is adorable. They have the pillows in my favorite color, orange. So here's the kitchen. They have all the appliances come with each unit. I think that's a waste. I think they should let people purchase their own appliances, because they may not want to start immediately with the appliances. The living room is very cute. The windows are they're just like windows in your home. Nobody can get in. I like the setup. I like, how, okay, here's the bedroom. Right over across from this shelf is the living room. TV turns either way, even though I didn't own a TV when I lived in a house. Okay, so very cute, right? It's small, but there's plenty of cabinet space. And you could always bring in a rolling closet or something like that. But I really liked it. And there's that little washer dryer thing there. But again, I will buy my own stuff. Let's see what else we have here. Here's the kitchen, plenty of counter space. So if you do like to cook, or if you have appliances like a NutriBullet or Instapot or something like that, plenty of space. This kitchen is actually probably bigger or as big as another, your house kitchen. There's a little orange towel. I love it. The refrigerator was nice, but again, I will get my own appliances. They had a little fake food and some real food in there too. Not real food, but some real drinks at the bottom down here. Those cans of bubbly, fake thing of champagne, fake fruit and vegetables. But I thought the refrigerator and the stove is a bit small, but it's a nice size for a tiny home. The refrigerator is huge. They got two sections of the ice part of the refrigerator. They little fake food cracked me up. And yeah, the oven, you see the oven? I thought the sink was not huge, but just a perfect size. There's a little microwave. See if I focus in on a sink. Yeah, this sink isn't deep, but the sink in the bathroom is actually like a van or RV. You know, one of those like bowl sinks that you put in. You see how it's really nice and quaint, and like I said, you can add a closet. Oh, there's the bathroom. There's the bathroom sink. It's like a bowl. Thought it was plenty of room in the bathroom. The shower was actually a nice size. I don't think I did a great job of filming the bathroom. Love the touches of orange. Do not use me. So yeah, it's a great tour. I like Boxabl. I like them a lot. There's a lot to like about them. Lots of space, everything, drawers and everything. And there are some things that you're like, So what I like is that they fire, storms, everything. They're solid built. You can trust the material, right? I like that they're spacious. That's plenty of room for me. So I like that they're spacious. But coming with the appliances, there seems to be no end in sight to the cost. The bedroom is so cute. I think it's really, really cute. But let me know in the comments what you think about Boxabl, the Boxabl housing unit. What you think about it. How do you think it looks? Just let me know in the comments. I appreciate y'all giving a like, making a comment. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Because as I bring you on my van journey, I'm going to be showing you what's next, right? So very cute little living room. I'm going to be doing more videos on simple living alternatives. There's how the Boxabl looks. You see how it looks out there? I didn't think that was really impressive. I've seen the containers that look just as nice. That's all for now. Take the joy route. Give a like. Bye-bye.